There we go. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the Will-O-Wisp Woods, and welcome back to the journey of Grandiasha. It's been about 2 weeks now that we have been able to play, so we're all very excited to get back into it. But welcome. We are on episode 49 now. And last time we played, we ended up taking an entire session due to some wild magic. So, last session, our wonderful May had come back to consciousness, and with one of the nastiest hangovers that they've ever experienced, used lesser restoration on themselves to attempt to clear themselves of this pain that they were dealing with. Material magic and the magic practiced by those of the material plane mixing with the residue of chaotic fey magic, a burst of magic was released. Every party member and a few of the goats were all affected in different ways. Nyla not affected at all, but affected by what came shortly after. Anyone affected by the magic? Ow.
Got you.
Okay. I guess that one's just not going to come out. Anywho. So, anyone affected by said burst of magic began witnessing their own personal worst fear. A few were worse than others. Some were affected more prevalently than others. Nyla was unaffected by the magic, but watching all of her friends basically being put through their own personal hells was a personal hell of her own. After each and every affected had tried over and over again to release themselves of the magic, a few succeeded, a few failed. Odile, Rovan, May, Dwendal, Spit, Garmador, and Eddie all experienced things they had most feared. Garmador falling unconscious due to it, Eddie being stunned and forced to watch in awe of whatever his was. Odile forced into a strange darkness and loneliness. Dwendal being forced to watch the very existence of everything he had known being decimated. May watching the bodies of those that she cared so deeply about fall around her, as well as a few figures watching her, even causing her to go as far as attacking Nyla and running. Nonetheless, each and every affected figure, after a minute that lasted 3 hours, every figure within that minute, whether they saved or not, experienced their own horrifying hell. Now, we find ourselves in the aftermath. Each of the players figuring out what they plan to do now, as Nyla follows after May, who finally comes out of her mental cascade of fears. Eddie forced to experience his for the full minute. Nyla flying after May. Dwendal readying the carriage, unwilling to look back towards his dwarven home. Spit enjoying the wonderful grass underneath them. And Eddie still staring off into the distance in a state of shock.
Gotta hydrate.
What would you all like to do after hydrating? Because I'm not the only one that's going to be doing this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying the dragon fruit vitamin water thing, and it's actually not that bad. Anywho.
Try lemonade. Vitamin water, sponsor us. I would be so happy.
Do we want the girls to go first? Because May's kind of went. Woo. Either way.
Dwendal's is not talking to anybody, so he's just... After finally getting spit off of him...
That is correct. Dwendal, you do have a bent shin guard, that's correct. I will say that as Dwendal is readying the carriage and as Eddie and Odile are on top of it, as Odile is trying to get Eddie's attention and bring him back, you do all see a pair of emerald green eyes sitting upon a branch, watching you all as their black tail sways, as a small bell around their neck jingles as they then stand and walk along the branch and disappear into the tree. Because
how far?
It's in the tree line. It's wispy plays that JD had claimed.
If it was, I was about to go full like, okay, I need to hit something. My talent. He don't know. He don't know that was magic. He's still not looking. He's just doubt, denial.
Yep. The strange black cat with emerald green eyes that you all have seen in the past just happens to be sitting upon a tree branch watching you all, curious, but not curious enough to approach, staying just outside of arm's length or arm's reach, just watching before disappearing into the tree.
Let's see.
But what would you all like to do?
Dwendal's just working on carriage. Where's the
happening?
dice? I don't have dice. There's my dice. All the way over there.
What's happening is Odile and Eddie are.
I was trying to. What's happening with Odile and Eddie?
Aw, I was hoping for you girls first. Like, I'm like so intrigued. Like, you caused so much damage to Isla.
No, I think we need to hear what happens to Eddie first.
Aww.
The dude just witnessed his entire kingdom get destroyed again. Somehow, some way.
Or he watched himself get beheaded again. Oh, over.
That was his father.
No, he got beheaded. Remember, because you got afterwards, and you can see the scar on his neck.
Oh, right. No.
Yep. I remember.
His father
No, the
was
king got the axe.
Yeah, his father was the one within the throne, or on the throne, in the throne room with the axe, cleave scars and mark in the back of the throne where the axe had been thrown at him from the Goliath that you all had seen in the vision.
Yep.
Rough.
Okay. It's still like looking at him. Mind you, I'm still tall. I'm still 5 feet tall.
Actually, that might fix things. If Dwendal sees this, he's like, "Oh, I'm having a dream." Actually, no, correction. I'm having a nightmare. I'm the smallest one here.
Oh no! What has happened?
If he does see Owen, he's gonna look. Does he see? Is it still there?
Is what still there?
His home?
Oh.
You look, and in the distance, where Flammenbroth once stood, you see a mountain.
Dwendal's now a lot happier. Okay, just a nightmare. Wait.
It's confusion. So Odd's still staring at Eddie. Does his like face change a little bit after the spell wears off?
He still seems to be in shock.
He's just gonna keep trying to talk to him, going, Eddie, can you hear me? He's just... even a whimper! Something. At this point, there are tears slowly going down her face and everything.
You look up at Eddie, and you notice that as he was staring off into the distance, there's finally a difference as he glances down. He still appears to be in shock, but he does look down at you now. And through a very shaky voice, you simply hear, "Odia?
Yes, I'm here. She gives like a little soft sigh and a small smirk. She goes, "You're back. You're back."
Yes. Yes, we are. And his glance towards you has now turned to where he is just kind of looking around slightly. It seems like he's avoiding looking towards you, but at the same time, it's not like he's actively like, I don't want to look at anybody. It's just he's kind of glancing around and just kind of taking in the scenery around him once again. And he still seems off, but it's not as bad as it was.
Seeing this and goes, hey, it's okay. You're safe. You're here. I'm here. It's okay. You're safe. And I really wish you were solid so I could hug you. So glad you're back.
Yes. Back. We're back. Yeah.
It's hearing and seeing his emotions and goes, what do you need me to do? Do you need me to walk away? Do you need me to listen to you? Do you need me to just sit here and stand next to you? What do you need? I know whatever you saw was bad. So what do you need? She starts wiping tears off.
And now you notice that he's just kind of... He's doing that... the 1,000-yard stare almost, but he's staring off into the distance towards the ground now. And he's just kind of... He's scanning the path ahead, but almost like his mind isn't there. And he's just kind of looking, because his eyes are genuinely just moving on their own at this point. And he just kind of just... Let's forget this happened and continue moving forward. That's our best option.
Takes like a little step back and looks at him. If that's what you want, I don't know what's going on with the rest of the group. I think Dwendal was passed out, but I kind of just came running to you. I thought that... Okay.
If they're having to experience the same thing that we did, then they are probably at least out of what we were in, whatever that was.
From what I could tell, Nyla was out. I don't know. I guess I should probably go check the... Will you be okay right here?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I'll be fine. And you notice that the strangest part about this interaction with Eddie is that it almost reminds you a lot of when you had first met him. This noble, royal-blooded, very very much almost like a professional feeling, as if he is simply doing his job as a royal. He has seemingly put himself back into that position mentally, and he's no longer showing actual emotion on his face. There is a lack of, almost. It's more of a forced existence in this moment on his face, where it looks like he is just here because he needs to be. And it looks like he's very practiced in this.
Doesn't make it easy though.
But it seems that slowly he's gone from this shocked and worried expression to very almost lackluster for what the situation was. And he seems disinterested, but at the same time he's still not making eye contact. He's looking in your general direction now as he speaks, but he's not actually looking at you. It almost looks like he's completely just shut down to make it easier on himself.
Poor boy.
And it's making talking to him feel almost flat or forced. It's like he's holding the conversation because he's practiced in conversation, rather than wanting to talk about the topic. However, the shakiness is still there. So.
Poor boy.
Yeah. I looked at Eddie and go, you don't have to hold it. I told you before, and I'll say it multiple times, you are not a royal to me anymore. You are not royal to anybody anymore. You can show your emotions, you can do whatever you need to. If this is what you really need to do, then that's fine. But fully shutting out is not always the best option. Okay? I saw you guys in the corner of my eye.
Reached up practice, I guess.
Do what I preach. Just know I'm here. Do whatever you need to. Okay. But I'm here. Then I kind of jump down off the cart and go, this is weird. Because of my height difference getting off the cart than usual.
Tell me about it.
And I casually walk up to Dwendal. You okay, buddy?
Looking down.
You okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just had a weird little night terror, that's all.
That wasn't a night terror. Dwendal, do you not realize what just happened to us? Or do you not care, darling? Which, if that's the case, that's fine.
More of I don't want to think about it.
That's fair. I think that's more than one of us. Alright, where are the girls?
I don't
That's right, you were passed out. Oh. Start shouting, Nyla! I guess I should roll a perception check, right?
Might be a good move.
And Nyla and May can also roll perception checks for the shouting.
No.
Yes.
No. That's an 8.
Let me get that. That's a nat 20 plus 6.
Ooh, that's nice. I got 21. Time to play some blackjack.
Sorry, just see how far away that is. Yeah, no. I haven't heard nothing.
Should we skip back to what was happening with Nyla and May in the meantime?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go, let's go.
So, Nyla touches down, buckling slightly, like putting the pressure back on her, and basically tackles May in a hug, but also a grapple. Like it's both at the same time. She's very tight.
Force hug.
Exactly.
Ah!
Basically buries her face in her shoulder, in May's shoulder, and just, please don't leave me, May. Please don't leave me.
May is still in shock. She wraps her arms around Nyla and just the pressure of feeling Nyla, it's calming, but it's still, she just doesn't get it quite yet. But she pulls away for a second and just looks at Nyla, looking at the blood on Nyla and towards her hands, and she just, tears streaming down her eyes, she just, Nyla, I'm so sorry. If I didn't hurt you, they could have taken you, or worse, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And she's just gonna,
Who could have taken me? There was no one there.
did you not see them? They were right there. They just,
May, it wasn't real.
it had to have been. There's no other way. Like, what?
I don't know how. It was a spell. Someone or something was messing with your mind. It's everyone's mind.
I don't know, but blood. And May is gonna like pat herself down, sort of like pulling away from Nyla. And then she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on Nyla really fast.
Probably smart.
Oh, does
It's
that work
fine.
again? Sorry, but a moment.
May, what did you see?
Oh, it's a D8. Is 2, so 7.
7 points healing?
Yeah.
Nice. That's half the damage. Heals.
We don't need to talk about this right now, Nyla, but we need to get back to the group. We gotta make sure they're okay.
You're you again, right? You know me. You're not gonna run away again, right?
Let's just get back to the group, Nyla.
Okay.
And May is gonna wrap her arm around Nyla. You know, make sure she's okay, and lead her back to the group.
At this point, you would be hearing Odile calling out.
Okay.
We're over here. Is everyone?
Exciting.
But at a weird height.
She's usually shorter than that, right?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. What the hell
That's the
just
last.
happened?
Well, see
Enlarge
how
and
many-
reduce. I believe it's
A minute.
a
Or 10
minute.
minutes.
Or yeah.
It's either a minute or 10. It is
concentration
nothing
up
else.
to 1 minute, and I don't know how long.
Longer than a minute.
Okay, so yeah, I've shrunken back down. I switch.
Dwendal's just shaking his head.
Uh,
No, I'm just done with today.
yeah. Yeah, longer than a minute. No. Time-wise, you would shrink back to normal size as they're walking over.
So we just
So-
watch.
Just. And I go.
Surprise, I'm a giant this entire
Hmm.
time.
Does that count as a mirage?
I
Yes!
don't know. Like,
Yes! Yes, it does.
I just go.
You just
Mm.
see what I saw.
Adorable.
The effects, the actor effects. Dwendal is just into, okay, gotta leave mode. Everything is being saddled up, and he will ride us all the way through.
May's gonna give a perception check around her.
Okay.
Not a good one. Not a good one. That's a 7.
You quickly scan around. Seems clear.
Do I see May looking around?
What's your passive again? Like 23 or something like that?
Not quite. 16.
That's Soul and ours. Different campaign.
With your
Can't hide
16, you would
anything from
notice her. She's glancing around, but it doesn't look like she's looking for anything specific. As far as you
I
know,
noticed.
at least.
I noticed the blood on them, right?
Oh yeah.
What happened? Who injured?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, but do you not see how much blood is on you?
I'm fine. I've been through
Ah,
worse.
it's you. Come here.
May's just gonna like push Nyla towards Odile and go help Dwendal pack the stuff up.
It was not even stuff, it's just he was letting them graze.
Ah.
I was gonna keep an eye on May, making sure that she doesn't bolt again.
It's fine, it's fine. Come here, let me heal you up a little bit. And I cast Cure Wounds on Nyla. I got 2 days. $17. There you go. You got 17 hit points from me.
I am well past 12 health again. Thank you.
Oh, cool. So you're all healed up.
All back to normal, just covered in blood.
How'd this happen?
It's fine. It does. Don't need to worry about it.
Just casual.
Okay. You might want to go check on your plant friend. I don't know. I haven't checked on him.
Yeah, she's
Commodore
gonna-
is dead. Leave him be.
No. Yeah, she's gonna bolt up and
No, you didn't. It was in his voice, so he's alive.
oh shoot, yeah, I gotta go check on him.
Looks over to me. You good? For now, at least.
now.
Who?
You? I couldn't have been the only one to have
No.
gone through that.
From what I can tell, Milo was the only one.
That
But
didn't-
I think you and looks up to Eddie. I think you and Eddie went through it the worst though.
Is he okay?
It's fine.
Looking up on top of the carriage and looking to Eddie, he's now standing with his hands clasped behind his back, just kind of staring off into the prairie, watching as the grass just kind of blows by as the breeze passes.
I see.
Nyla, it's not going to take long to poke your head in there and see if Garmador's okay. He's out. Like, he's just on the floor of the carriage, just out. Which you can't really tell because he doesn't have a face, but he's laying there. Not moving.
Kind of try to shake him. Garmador?
Moving him, you see him kind of wiggle back and forth as you poke at him. It doesn't take much to move the ice dandelion around. But you do hear a light groan from him as you're pushing him back and forth for a moment. So he's still alive, just very much unconscious. And then you push him over just enough, he just starts snoring. Which is funny, considering he doesn't actually have a mouth to snore with.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
This changes my entire perspective on him. It really does. No eyes, no, it's just a flower. No face, just a flower. Just...
He is a flower. Yeah, he's just a flower. He's just a flower with leaves for legs and arms.
She's gonna
I
move
love
him
him.
someplace comfy-ish.
He does not wake
furnace,
up.
great idea.
He'll be fine.
He does not wake up. It's not difficult to move him either. There's no need for a strength check or anything. It's like he's literally just a flower. You pick him up with like your index and thumb and you can move him around as you please.
Oh my gosh.
Which is funny considering he's a little shorter than Odile if I'm not mistaken.
No, he's the exact height.
He's exact height?
He's the exact height. We're both 2.5 feet.
Yeah, he's not very heavy at all for his size. He really is like it's light. Probably not index and thumb by themselves, but you could pick him up by the hand and just kind of wag him around like loose rope almost.
She's gonna pick him up more gently than that.
Oh, my young child. Let me rescue you here. Very well.
But yes, he's very much unconscious. Not dead, but unconscious. Not dead yet.
No. Stop.
Only a matter
Don't
of
say
time.
that. Don't.
Just one little thing called fire.
I'm just saying, any of the NPCs that you all meet, it is completely up to the dice rolls whether or not they die.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do the whole...
Good thing Eddie's dead.
I don't do the whole, I'm going to target that NPC because it's going to cause emotional damage. I look at NPCs like, which random death is going to cause emotional damage, and which one just isn't? And then there's a roll of the dice. If something happens, something happens. If not...
What can you do? Cry about it.
Nonetheless, Nyla, you're able to move him to a more comfortable spot within the wagon with relative ease. He's, like I said, he's not heavy at all.
Yeah. She'll join the others back outside after that.
That would be about as long as it takes for Odile and May to finish their conversation.
I walk away from May over to Dwendal.
we don't.
How much longer till we go?
We can go now.
Okay. Is it safe for me to sit on top?
You've been sitting on top for me for half the journey.
No, we've been sitting like a little bit below the top. Because the top is where Eddie sits.
No,
Isn't there like the little...
He sits on the he sits on the rail.
He's sitting on the coachman's spot, whereas Eddie just kind of floats along.
I always thought like there was like a little divot, like it was like the roof, little divot, and then that's where we at.
It's just
No, I will eventually have a design done.
Yes,
Eventually. It's just I don't want to do it until it's actually made.
please.
Fully.
So, okay. Rovan. Go get in your hammock.
And Rovan does so.
And I just go back into my little spot.
Note to self.
Look up to Eddie. Look at you, cat. Onward, Dwendal! Let's go!
Mush!
Sure, let's. Yeah, no, I'm ready. Let's leave them. Let's leave the two girls. Yeah, they got this. They got this, Nyla. You got this, you two. Bye!
Bye, guys!
They'll be fine.
Nyla
Nyla
can
manages
fly.
to get lost all of the time.
Yeah.
That's true. We don't need help getting lost.
Your whole group has no issue getting lost trying to find the simplest of supplies.
I just wanted food, bro.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Dwendal gets lost and then chased by squirrels. Nyla ends up finding what she needs and then gets lost on the way back. May just wanders. Odile has to wander after everybody and manages to keep up, but also gets lost.
I don't know how. Every time. I'm always the last one to leave, and I just go, bye.
But-
Why do I always have to carry your stuff?
But
Because Nyla just goes, May follows her, Dwendal wants adventure, and then Odile's left to be the responsible.
Oh, man, he's just like, I want to go look at stuff.
Od's the babysitter of the group. What we talking about?
Yes.
Unless we're in the city. Then it's weirdly Dwendal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Odd just goes, nope.
Just true.
but nonetheless, you
I guess
all
the guard side of him kicks in. It's like, okay, let's get this. Okay. No.
Nonetheless, you all are able to set up and get going once again after a rather difficult situation of the morning. Nonetheless, you all begin your journey once again, heading south on what should be the last half a day's journey to reach
I will ride for the night.
your destination. Should be. Who wants to roll the D100?
Not me.
Oh, we got a volunteer.
Long story short, my D100 I can feel is getting kind of angry at me, and it lives in my box with all my expensive decks. So I might. It's probably a good idea to appease it.
Give it something to live for.
Yeah. That was a lot of dice going everywhere. Specifically, a lot of rock dice going everywhere. Dice look okay. Yay. This is fine. This isn't fine.
Lemon broth be like,
Oh. Yeah, to go there. I'm just gonna roll this. 13, my favorite number. Woo!
A 13?
Yep.
Hmm.
Now I need to do damage control to see if any of my dice got broken. The rocks dice are good.
13.
D6, D10. It's a D12.
Okay.
Before we left, I used my water skin and washed the blood off first. I
Okay.
should say.
I have a good question, DM. Does it come off?
What?
The blood.
It's real blood,
Okay.
for the most part. There's a red tinge to the skin after it's been sitting there for a minute, but other than that,
I'm missing a trauma.
I was gonna use prestidigitation as usual. Get it off for her and help me. Necessary.
Thank you.
ooh.
You're so funny. Let us get to the city.
Oh,
Well, yeah, it's just-
Wow.
No,
12 episodes later, you finally reach Krows.
they're all
Please no.
Well,
I want to see my friend. Though I wouldn't really suspect he calls me that.
well. You all continue on your journey. And as you continue south, you notice that clouds begin to come into view. However, it doesn't seem to rain or snow or anything like that. It's just clouds rolling in. It seems that the weather for the day is going from lightly sunny as it was earlier to this rather pretty gray rumbling roll across the sky. The clouds all like one large form at this point. Small bumps and grooves that you can see in each of the clouds as you pass under them. It's very pretty, as the sun on the other side seems to shine through ever so slightly to cause little rays to go throughout the clouds themselves. There's a few sprinkles here and there as you travel, but nothing more. And after some time, you all finally see in the distance over the hill, as you crest over the path, the city of Krows in the distance.
And that's where we're gonna end our episode. I was like, no.
A few more hours travel with the cloud cover overhead and the light breeze that comes with it. You all manage to reach Krows. And unlike what it was before, where it was locked down and there were people waiting outside the gates, you notice that the gates are open. People are able to freely pass in and out. However, at the gates, there are about twice the guards there were originally. When you all had passed through the first time, you noticed that there were, 2 guards, one on each side of the gate, 2 pairs for each side of the gate, in and out. And then you had noticed about 4 archers on top of the wall, just lightly scattered about for different distances to watch over anybody that was trying to get past. And this time, it seems there are double the foot soldiers. There are still only 4 crossbowmen atop the walls, but there seems to be more for the foot traffic that's now going in and out. As the city is finally seemingly opened, but with the most recent being released, it seems that security has gone up a bit. You all wait in line as there are a few people running from what you can assume was the attack that originally happened, and are waiting outside the gate for their turn to be let into the city.
So no change, really.
Not necessarily, but they are being allowed, and they're being checked, of course, as each one has carriages with multiple crates, bags. A few are on foot with sacks that they have over their shoulders, so on and so forth. Basically just checking to make sure that they're not coming in with anything dangerous or illegal or anything like that. Just a small checkpoint.
You're
Oh,
not
we're
gonna
doomed.
like our bag.
We're doomed.
No.
I have weapons in here. I have may or may not have purchased explosives.
You have your
what?
egg.
I've got a decaying head.
So, it's finally you all. It's all
How many sticks did we buy? Did I buy, Lance? I think I said 6.
probably. I just
Yeah,
assume
no,
that you're gonna track that. I don't worry about it. It's y'all's items. But
surprise! I got bombs.
Is he gonna tell that to the group?
No,
No.
absolutely not. Why would I tell them? Odile, maybe. Kiv? No, I would see that. I would hear a
So quickly.
I don't think anything I have looks super sketchy.
No, I wouldn't tell Nyla
okay.
because eventually,
Yeah,
somehow,
no
some way,
problem.
Kiv would find out through Nyla.
Yep.
well,
Okay.
you all finally reach the front gate as your turn has come. You're stopped. 3 of the guards that are on this side of the gate step forward. One stands behind the wagon. The other 2 stand on either side. Just kind of, to make sure that nobody tries to do anything, so on and so forth. No running, no nothing. You actually watched someone try and run from one of the wagons that were ahead of you that were promptly stopped and taken away because after being stopped and looked at, you had heard that apparently they were running for a reason.
Drugs.
But nonetheless, you all get to the door. The guards stand on each side. One guard steps up with a clipboard, looking up to you all, or at least the 2 that are on the...
Well, there's 3 of us, but he can't see the one, so.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
I just had the word. It's not driver's seat.
Coach.
Coach, there we go, thank you. The coachman's seat. He looks to the 2 there. So, what brings you all to Krows? And is there anything inside that we should be worried about?
Start thinking for a few moments. I mean,
We're here for official business.
yeah. I mean, we have a magically talking dandelion. I don't think that's anything to be too concerned about, though.
You just see a very unamused and slightly confused look come onto the guard's face as he just kind of stares at Dwendal at the mention of a magical dandelion.
Do not know. I mean, we do have a head of a bounty that we were sent off to go get by your your watchmaster. I've been waiting all day to save 2 sessions to save his name, and I've lost it.
I'm gonna pull the name out. Hold on.
I'm looking and scrolling this
When in
up there.
doubt,
I literally
go
wrote it in my notes for this one occasion. General Tuscanel.
Yes.
Tuscanel. The one who's making the werewolves.
Do you mean the beast issue that we had?
Yes.
That
We're
we took care of.
We're the ones who kind of did it ourselves, doing your job for you, getting kicked out of the city until we could bring the trophy of him. We got it.
Roll a persuasion check.
Advantage?
No.
This is +1, +2, plus anything?
You would have gotten advantage normally from Odile also adding to the conversation, but you got disadvantage for the insults as well as, or the insults as well as the
Not non-general insult, just setting facts. He's not insulting. He's just
yeah, but that's seen
Tell
as
them
insulting to them.
They're gonna find
where is it? I got a natural 18, so really good roll for there. Now I think it's either a -1 or it's just straight. I'm just trying to find out.
Do you guys need me to bring out the head?
No.
Please don't.
No, not yet. Don't look for it. Don't worry, they'll come looking for it anyway.
I think the two of us are what they should be worried about.
D&D Beyond is being really slow, so we're just gonna say 18. Okay, now it's working. Yep, just straight 18.
Well, as Dwendal points out this information and uses the Watchmaster's name, the guard, still confused by the dandelion comment and lightly annoyed at the doing your jobs for you comment, all right. We can take you to the Watchmaster. However, we still need to search your cart.
Okay.
I'm not gonna find the dynamite. It's in my bag of holding.
Are there any wild animals, pets, dangerous objects, traps, anything that you've set within your cart that we need to worry about?
Magical dandelion.
I mean,
Sentient dandelion.
Is he awake by now?
I have Rovan back there, but he's harmless. He's in his little
There's
hammock.
also Kiv.
We don't have to worry about Kiv.
Okay, let me just go
May.
down. Just come. Back door's open.
Just stays put, like. Don't wait.
Just gestures wildly.
May sharpening her thing. Her dagger.
There's just a bunch of hay, a bunch of iron, a bunch of brick, a bunch of mortar. 2 heavy crossbows loaded and ready to be shot. Arrows and bolts on the side.
Okay. Well,
See.
finding all of that, one of the guards then looks to May as she's sitting there sharpening her things. Your friend up there, you're gonna have to tell him to unload these while he's in the city, as he motions towards the large crossbows. Before Garmadon, or no.
Garmador.
It is Garmador. Ooh, I'm trying to add letters to his name.
He's ascending.
Evolving.
All you hear before a guard's terrified yelp is Garmador, Guardian of the Giants, so guard the Giants, as he leaps from the shelf that Nyla had placed him on, rapier at the ready, and lands directly on the guard's face.
No. Come. You. No. She kicks the guards, like, gently taps the legs, like, kneel, down, I can't reach, gimme.
Garmador, come here, please.
All you
Us
hear...
just hearing all this commotion, she's...
What's funny is Dwendal and Odile hear the yell, as well as the yelp from the guard, before the light tapping of what sounds like metal against metal, as Garmador is slamming his rapier against the helmet of the guard.
Is he even using it like an actual rapier?
His leafy arm is not long enough to try and stab down right now. He is holding onto the helmet with one leaf, and his legs are holding on, like, pressed onto the guard's lips, and he's just kind of banging the rapier because he doesn't have enough arm length to pull it back to stab, so he's just banging it. And the guard is very terrified as he falls back out of the door of the carriage, and the other 3 immediately jump into action, completely confused as to why a flower is attacking their compadre with a rapier.
Made out of wood.
Okay. Who's the closest to Garmador out of
I'm gonna
us?
cast sleep on Garmador.
Yeah, that works.
Oh no, it accidentally cast sleep on the guard too.
Wait,
It's a 20-foot sphere.
Does it cast on everybody?
Don't do that.
Dwendal will soak up the entire spell.
Depending on where she places it, it would only get Garmador and the guards, as you all are on the as you and Odile are on the coachman's seat.
I'm down below. I had to open up the doors for them.
Oh, that's true. However,
I'm trying to get Garmador off his face.
Yeah, but it starts at the lowest.
Well, that's the only one in front. She just stayed put.
So it goes from lowest to highest.
Yep.
Dwendal's not gonna do anything to help.
Yep. Dwendal would not be affected by the spell because it would use up the spell before it even got to him.
Okay, let's see.
May would have been jumping to action.
Starting with
too.
the creature that has the lowest current hit points, so that would be Garmador.
Doubt.
I need you to roll
5d8.
5d8. Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna take me a sec to find 5d8.
Our poor flower boy, he went from never sleeping a day in his life to now sleeping twice in a day.
Actually, that is true. He's Fey. He can't be magically put to sleep.
I never said that.
He was with the Fae doesn't necessarily mean he hates Fae. Alright, here goes 5d8. Oh gosh, that's a really high roll.
I like how you all can't roll to hit or make saves or do any of that, but the second you're trying to put the sentient flower to sleep.
This is a very high roll. It's 34. I rolled 3 8s, a 6, and a 4. Why can't I roll this high on damage for enemies?
Agreed.
So what's the total?
34.
34 total? Yeah, he's out. However,
So's the guard.
so are most of the guards, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Because my guards are a little different than normal. Yum. Yum.
Does they backfire ever so slightly?
Only slightly.
Wonderful guard.
Slightly. I don't have fun right.
That's a lot of modified memory. A lot of modified memory.
Oh, okay. So
Level
yeah,
9.
yeah. Only one of them would be put to sleep.
Are we getting arrested?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the good. Darn it, Garbodor. Darn it.
Technically, they've been warned. They just didn't believe you.
Them. I warned them. Is there anybody who doesn't know?
So, you said you got 34 total, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 34 minus 2, because Garmador only has 2 HP. And then the guard. So that's 32. Yeah. Only one guard would be put to sleep.
Is it the guard that's gonna
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yep.
take off the
I'd like you to roll an athletics check to try and grapple Garmador.
advantage. Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
26. Actually, 27. Just
Do-huh?
Do you want me to take him?
What time do I need to wake up tomorrow? We need to leave by 9. Because we got to get there by 10, and it's a 40-minute drive. Yeah. 8:30 it is. Yeah. Monsters. Plant. Let's see. Yeah, that's a no. You definitely grapple him.
I would hope.
He's also sleeping right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's asleep. So you just kind of grab at a limp, like, you grab and hold a very now limp,
Dwendal, give him to me.
I stand alive. And the guard that was underneath him is now asleep, unconscious. He is out like a light.
This. The other guy's there. Is he just
The
Try
other
and help the-
three look to the guard who's now unconscious, as well as Garmador, and then the rest of the group.
I had to throw a pinch of salt to do, or not salt, sand, in order to knock them out. So there was a visual to that, my part too.
Did you not? Do you not have a spellcasting focus?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
To the best of my knowledge.
Well, and the one that had the clipboard now looks at the group and goes,
I told you.
"Well,
I told you.
it
Can we go see the captain now?
oh
The
yeah,
commander now?
yeah. You all can see him.
Thank you. Okay, come on, buddy.
Uh-huh. And then he whistles. And the four that were inside the gate door now come out. We're going to have you all do some paperwork for your pets
Flower.
attack. Yeah, the flower. So, if you all cooperate, this will go smoothly. If not, well,
Just give me the damn pen.
yeah. You're gonna have to come with us. And with that,
it's just...
do you all choose to follow the guards? Or
Yeah.
okay. Well, you
passes
are
off the says the asleep guard to the other guys.
Are
Well,
we still staying on the cart, or are we having to walk now?
I think I had to move the card, probably.
I know, but like, are they allowing us to have the cart go straight to the jail
you
at this point?
yeah. One of you is allowed to follow the guards with the cart all the way to the jailhouse.
It's just it's just a face of who wants to snap then the Gummador more now? Odd or just Dwendal is just like
So the rest of us have to walk, though? Are they putting cuffs on us and stuff, though?
Not yet.
Okay, so then I was like, okay, I'll walk. Do you want me to get Rovan out of the table?
There's another one in there.
I said Rovan was back there. Rovan is my companion.
Yeah,
I on him.
they didn't get a chance to get that far.
I travel on him. He's basically my support animal.
you remember that giant tortoise or those that talk of the town? Mechanical tortoise.
Oh. Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, my poor boy.
You don't see a walking mechanical turtle.
I mean, that's true, but not the point. Don't worry, he's harmless. He won't jump around like Garmador did. If anything, he'll just look for scratches.
So did Dwendal give Nyla Garmador?
Uh,
Cool. make sure we know.
Until the spell ends. So after a minute, Garmador just suddenly, Garmador is awake.
No.
I'm gonna hold on to it tight.
Slowly pulling out hammer. I'll take this one swing.
The guard that was assaulted by the small garden flower just immediately jumps at the sound of Garmador, and you all can physically see him suddenly jolt as he just kind of grabs hold of his halberd a little tighter, and he turns to look towards the group. However, it doesn't take long, and you all are led to the nearest jailhouse. However, you all are given your cells, or given a cell. It doesn't look to be like the cells that are actually holding the rule breakers. It seems to be more like a holding cell to sit and wait until called on, as you are sat basically in the main hall of the jailhouse itself, within a small it's not small, but it's a smaller confined space that has 2 benches, one on either side, a third one along the back wall, and then the of course the fence gate right there.
Where's Rovan?
Rovan is left to nap in the
hammock?
The hammock, yeah. Because if I remember correctly, you all have it to where he can't get down on his own.
Yeah. So, can I just say to him, going, stay put, be good, be nice?
He just shall. But you all are allowed to sit as the guard walks off. I'm going to go get the paperwork. Let's hope that this doesn't cause any problems for anybody. Any further problems? Posture check. Fuck. So, guard walks off. However, you all do hear a familiar voice as you're sitting there waiting.
No.
I was gonna start calling for her anyway. I was gonna go into a corner going, Mira, where are you?
No.
Come on, Mira.
No.
Mira.
Well, that didn't take long.
It's just...
You are.
And you all look around, trying to find the source of the sound, until you see a little jester's bell hanging from the corner of the front part of this holding cell. Off to the side is seemingly where it's coming from, before one large yellow eye kind of peers around the corner, and a hand reaches around as the claws click against the stone as they grab hold of the wall. And you can see half the face before a large smile begins to appear of just white and toothy goblin teeth.
Who are
It wasn't our fault, I swear.
Oh, that's Mira.
Darn
She's really fun. Hi, Mira. As I casually walk up to her going, how have you been?
forgot they've been here before.
Well, at least we'll be entertained. We've got a jester over here.
No.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
Don't mind them.
Please.
Remember, that one doesn't like magic, so. But don't mind those two.
It's just the last part of it.
At the
Please.
after the mention of Jester, and everybody kind of, or the two that have met Mira kind of go, Huh? Everybody that's looking over at her can just see the long goblin tongue that reaches out and wipes each of her white, sharp teeth. Entertaining's one word for it. A jester I am, but not the kind that you're thinking. And then she dips back around the corner before cartwheeling out into the middle of the iron bars that you all can see. For a refresher, Mira, standing at about maybe 3 feet tall, 3-4 feet, you all can see where the skin shows a deep green color shows. 2 massive yellow eyes, a big toothy grin that's nothing but sharp, jagged goblin teeth, and a jester's outfit. One large hat that kind of poofs out into 4 different horns, I guess you could say, with a bell at each end. This strange collar almost that drapes down into these beautiful designs that hang around her body, and at the base of her outfit where her feet are, you can see where it wraps around the arc of her foot and through the middle of her foot, but the rest of it is exposed where you can see the goblin claws on her toes as well as her fingertips. And she just kind of looks to Odile, then Dwendal, and then over to Nyla and May. Ooh, new friends. So nice to make your acquaintance.
How do you cartwheel everywhere?
It's more fun. And
Very impressive.
I get to hear my bells jingle.
That's a valid reason.
That's true.
Plus, it's a little less intimidating than what I normally do.
You're
What do you normally
joking,
do?
right? Anyone who knows about you is terrified.
I
Not
wouldn't call it
terrified.
unintimidating.
Tiny little psychopath, I got it.
She then... If that's the case, how about I show you? Before she bends back to try and what looks like a backhand offspring almost, she seems to then instead dive into a shadow, disappearing entirely.
Nope. No. 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 No.
And for a moment, she'll reappear.
I don't want to be here.
It's also impressive.
Paperwork, please.
There's then a light jingling as she reappears from the shadows and seems to one hand cartwheel, landing perfectly next to Dwendal, crossing one leg over the other.
I don't know. Those are both pretty intimidating. Or at least impressive. I'm not sure
But
which.
the jingling bells is quite charming, I must say.
This cell's pretty boring.
It is. Anyway, we came back because of our deal.
That's good.
Mhm.
It'd be disappointing if you all simply ran off.
Wouldn't it? You wanted to hear more of the story.
I'm not too worried about stories. Not yet.
I know. Too soon.
But it seems that you two have some new faces with you, Isn't that right, Dwendal? She says as she leans over, one of her little horns kind of slapping him in the face a little bit.
Just a little. Just. Same friends. Same company.
Well, that's good. Seems you haven't. Well, seems you have gotten them in trouble, but.
It wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you.
It was the darn plant.
Yeah, the trouble we get ourselves into is very rarely Dwendal's fault.
Unless I'm doing someone else's job for them, but yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, is this the one we need to bring the head to?
No.
Close. This is the area we need to bring the head to.
I should have brought
But
it.
Mira doesn't really want the head. I don't think.
Nope.
I have no use for a head. I barely keep my own on my own shoulders half the time.
Me and you both. Oof.
She's enjoying tournamenting Dwendal so much.
Well, Mira, how long until we finally talk to the general and get this cleared up?
I'm gonna do the paperwork first for the darn Garmador pet. He's a pet for us, apparently.
Well.
Yeah.
And he's an own sentient being. Speaking of which, where is he?
I'm holding him still.
Well, based on the sound of it, it should be done soon. And since you're all here, and since you've been jailed, and such, I'm sure that the general will be hearing about it soon. If he hasn't already.
I was wanting to do it.
Actually, let me go check. And she just kind of dips back into the wall.
Yeah. Yep, there goes the professional. I even planned on buying a scotch for him.
When I say dips back into the wall, I mean, for the two that haven't met Mira yet, she quite literally, as she's leaning back into the wall, there is just this strange shadow that seems to appear against the wall. But it's the shape of her own shadow that was shining a moment ago from the light that's at the top of the cell through a candle. And she just kind of dips back into that shadow and just disappears. And where the shadow was, you see a light ripple before it just disappears as well. And she's just gone.
Seeing this, May is going to walk to it and just like pat the wall down.
It's solid. It is solid stone.
Okay.
So that's not the general.
No, that's just
Nope.
Mira.
Who is Mira?
Demon.
She.
Someone I like, but I highly suggest her.
Captain or what? Like, what is she doing? Like, what does she do?
Interrogation. There we go. I'm sorry.
She is.
I don't suggest that. I'll take care of it.
For a proper term, head jailer of Frent.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
continent, or the whole country of Frent.
From what you
No.
all, from what Dwendal and Odile remember from their last interaction, she is the jailer of Freyant, the entirety of the capital's territory. And, as well as that, head torturer, it seems.
No guard has not heard of her.
Most guards just stay out of her way.
We try to. There's plenty good reason why.
So, should we also tell the general about the people we met on the road? Steel.
Yes, we'll get there when we get there. Right now, we gotta take care of the issue that your little plant friend caused us.
Yeah.
Thermidor was
Besides,
just
I don't
doing his
remember.
job, okay?
He
Can't.
was just trying to protect us. We can't be too mad at him for that. We gotta teach him though.
He's
I
a
won't
flower. He
lie,
doesn't have a
it
brain.
was
Right, dandelions sounding
hilarious.
good.
The same time, embarrassing all at the same time.
Yeah. We didn't exactly not embarrass ourselves last time here though either.
Commodore feels bad.
You did good and bad at the same time, buddy. I don't know
You were doing
how I
your
feel about
best.
you.
we But I
Nah.
have a seal. Maybe that'll help us with the general.
That could also look very suspicious.
That's true.
Oh, shoot. No.
It'll be fine.
Hello.
Ah,
Hello.
mushy, mushy.
Well, that's a 2-hour video I'm going to have to download to edit together with this second one. That's wonderful. Anyway, where were we?
Talking to Garmador.
Back in the Gamador, we said, don't worry.
We'll let you know if we need to
Yeah.
attack anyone on our behalf.
But Commodore is guardian of the giants.
Yeah, you are, but there's some people that we don't need to attack. We gotta talk to.
He opened the door without warning.
I opened up the door.
He came in the door without warning.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta wait to see who it is before you attack.
It was pretty thorny though, but yeah.
I know it's really tempting to attack everything in sight, but he hasn't done anything wrong yet. If they haven't done anything bad, you can't attack them.
Exactly. And now we might get in trouble because we attacked them. Without
I'll be fine.
reason.
Hopefully.
So we just gotta wait. We'll let you know.
Commodore, guardian of the giants. He's sorry.
It's okay, buddy.
And with that, the guard returns with what appears to be some kind of clipboard as he then steps into the cell and holds it out to the middle of the room, basically, for whoever wishes to take it. It's basically a admittance to having a quote-unquote dangerous animal that you keep as a pet that has, will, or can possibly attack other people.
What's the fine?
At the bottom, it says, by signing this, I agree to pay for a permit to allow the creature within the city limits.
He's literally a flower. What do you want us to pay for? Import costs?
Is
We're not
going
selling
to
him.
present a quill and paper for Nyla to sign.
It's your pet.
How much
It's your
money do
pet.
we spend?
None.
Okay, then I'll take I'll take.
I
Yeah.
am not being. I'm not having this in my name.
Now, we usually base the permit off of what the animal or creature or beast or whatever else is and how dangerous they are to the rest of the populace. We've had wolves come in, we've had dire wolves come in, we've had drakes, we've had small creatures that looked harmless that did more damage than most large tigers, animals. We've had circuses come through with large animals. We've had circuses come through with small animals. So, based off of the creature itself or whatever it is that you keep, we base the fine individually. So that way your permit is more or less costing depending on what it is and if you can actually contain it. So, based off the fact that it did no damage, it did attack a guard, it does seem to be somewhat intelligent, and you all can physically handle it, he says, looking to Nyla holding it, with relative ease. We're going to ask for a gold for the cost of the permit to allow him within the city limits.
That's easy.
The hero is saying that a gold is easy when normal people usually get a gold within a week.
Yeah.
So
Just
for
gonna try to make her signature as unreadable as possible, though.
okay.
Smart.
You can read Nyla. The rest of it, who knows?
Nah, brush,
How much all of them know?
Well, you sign it. He holds out his hand for the gold. I assume Nyla just hands it over.
Apparently, Dwendal handed it over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Dwendal, you have
Oh,
one
that's
less
it.
gold. He then flips it, catches it, sets it on the clipboard, carries the two out. He steps to the side of the door, and he motions out of the cell. All right, you all can wait here for the general, or you can go and find him yourself. However, we will have to inform him one way or the other due to the debriefing that we will have to go through for what has happened. As one of the guards was technically attacked, though no harm was done to either party.
We'll go find him.
I'm
Sounds
gonna
great.
go grab the package then. Since I didn't think it through to bring it with us. Be right back.
Can you take the boot off my wagon, please?
The boot off your what?
There's not a boat on your wagon, but I will give you an inspiration die for that one.
Worth it!
Did they take his crossbows off of it though?
I unloaded them.
Yeah, he was forced to unload them within the city limits, as that is quite literally an armed and dangerous weapon that is directed outward toward the buildings in which civilians, enter, exit, live in, work in, so on and so forth. One bump, accidental, and
Very bad.
bam, possible life. Bam, wall. Bam, window. bam, passing animal. Who knows?
Okay. As soon as we're allowed to go out, May is gonna go start walking back to the wagon.
Okay.
Say goodbye to Mira for me. And she says to the guards walking out.
Nope, 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 nope.
The guard, without saying a word, lifting a hand or anything like that, just kind of stares at Odile and just visibly shivers.
Oh, the chaos. I love it.
He does not appear to want anything to do with anything that Goblin is doing.
Hey, Dwendal, you should probably ask him where we might find the general right now.
That's probably what we're gonna do. Like, where's the general? Actually, no. We know where his office is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't it on the other side? Yeah. Okay, let's go
Yeah. Yep.
quickly.
Yes. Before something else happens.
Before they find us more.
Before Garmador attacks another helpless guard.
Oh no, out of character. More of the fact of them realizing, oh wait, there's still Rovan in the back. We could try to find them for that. Don't find us for Rovan.
But nonetheless, you make your way. Oh, there she is. Insane. Really thought that there might be a chance Dwendal just swings on Mira. That'd be funny.
There is a chance, but he also knows the price of that. It's like, declare a war on flight, make pretty much the accounting of really bad if he does it, actually.
But nonetheless, you all make your way to Tuscanil's office, his main place of business, the one and only center guard post of the city. And as you all are making your way, I got a yawn caught somewhere in the back of my neck.
Where's the dog?
Uh-huh.
Where's the dog?
Chase.
Ah.
Wait, no, that was the other city.
No, he did. He groaned and sounded like a dog, so I'm like,
Oh.
where's the dog? What's the dog doing?
Woof woof.
Well, nonetheless, you make your way throughout the city, making your way towards Tuscanil's, and after reaching the guard post, you see that there are another 4 guards here at this main entrance, seemingly on duty, as the heightened security has everyone on edge. Walking through the... Oh, there it is. Walking through the city, you notice that a lot of people seem to be on edge. It's not like it was in Crestial or Crestia, and it's it's still a nervousness about them, but it's not so much we're doomed and more of it looks like most of them have either heard of or seen the dragon when it flew over, and now everybody's just kind of
But the dragon's alive. Oh gosh, what does this mean?
The city wasn't destroyed. There's no damage to the city at all. But it does look like the dragon still managed to do a little bit of a mental damage to the people of Krows. As everybody now is very much where they were once, going about their day normally. They are now very much trying to rush through their list of things to do, things that they need, and they're trying to get back home as quickly as possible by the look of it. A lot of places are closed. A lot of places are basically left to themselves. There are a few places with broken windows that have been cleaned up, kind of covered up again, where it looks like people saw the dragon and basically thought, we're going to die anyway, time to riot, that kind of thing. But it looks like the extra security of the city has helped a little bit with that. It doesn't look like there's any crime going on. It just looks like there were a few places that seemingly had things taken in the time. But you can see at this front gate of the guard post that there are 4 guards, 2 on either side, just kind of watching the area, and they watch as you approach. One steps forward.
Yo.
What are you all here for?
Yeah, we're here to speak with the commander concerning one of the assignment he gave us. Bounty, specifically. Show the head.
And also a possibly dangerous pet, and also news from some of his guards.
Huh. Okay. Well, do you have any proof or anything like that?
Which one?
Bounty?
Of the bounty would be great.
Did we ever actually get a formal?
No,
I don't think
because
we
it
ever got a
wasn't
form.
supposed to be really talked about. We were supposed to keep it on the DL.
I have an idea. Just say Dwendal. Here. Just say Dwendal's here.
Persuasion check. Ow.
2. At the same time, can I have advantage? Because there is no way him getting drunk and that there's no way that word did not spread throughout town.
Or can I give him advantage by pulling out the seal from the other guard?
I will say, Dwendal, roll a D100 for me. Fuck.
$62.
62. All right. I will say you have advantage from the situation that happened last time, as well as a +2
18.
from the seal.
20. Dirty 20.
Okay. So, the guard kind of looks at Dwendal for a moment, scans him up and down, looks over the group, and then looks to one of the other three that are standing there and kind of motions towards the guard post. You then see the guard leave, enter the guard post.
Yay, I'm on a first name basis, guys. Let's go.
And a few moments later, or after a few moments of quiet, patient waiting, you hear a whistle. You look up and you can see that the balcony that sits on the second story, upon it is the same overseer that you all met that some of you had met previously. The same man with a slightly annoyed look on his face.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah. However, last time he also had the same resting annoyed face. He seems to have whistled from the balcony as he stares down at the group. And the guard that stands there before you all kind of steps off to the side, then looks to you all and motions his head towards the guard post, much like he did moments ago.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Don't cause any trouble. And he returns to his post, watching you all enter.
Are we on the carry?
May did go back to the wagon, by the way.
I know we went back to it, but did we stay on it to go over there?
You can.
I think I parked.
Oh, but you guys followed? I didn't know if you guys went with me or not.
You
Well, I
can.
had to get rope on either way.
Okay.
The carriage will fit. The streets here are made for the carriages. Or they're
Okay.
made to fit carriages, much like
Perfect.
any other city.
I love how we got here at whatever time, and it was hi.
It's mid to late afternoon now.
Perfect time for a drink. I'm gonna get slapped and thrown into a jail cell, guys. Just for trying to be hospital. Hospitable. Whatever.
You all make your way in, heading into the main guard post itself. And, of course, there's a little bit of hustle and bustle inside from the few that are still here. But most of the guards seem to be on shift. Seems like a lot of hands are now on deck for the extra security due to the dragon. So it's a little quieter than it was last time. However, heading upstairs, same way that you had done it before, being led by the guard that seems to be waiting inside. You find yourselves brought to a set of double doors that are then opened and held open by the guard. And inside, you can see the same general from before, sitting at his desk, seemingly writing paperwork down for whatever he's doing. And he pauses for a moment to look at the group, stares at Dwendal a moment, and then continues his paperwork. So, what can I do for you all?
Sits down comfortably in the chair. We got it done.
Got what done?
Give.
The bag.
As you
Drops it on the desk. Right in front of him.
No one catches it. It's like, mm.
Dwendal, make a dex check.
20.
Okay. This is both a win and a loss. Because you catch it. You catch the burlap sack that is soaked from the travel. It's lightly dried, but it's still disgusting. And you catch it. You definitely do. You feel your hands sink into the sides for a light second before they stop. And there's just a very low just and shortly afterward the smell from the top of the bag being ever so slightly open just starts to fill the room, and it is disgusting. It is bad. I would like a con save from everyone.
Natural 20. Yeah.
Can I have an advantage because I've been holding this
Yes.
the entire time?
No, it's fine. Do it.
God.
Oh, I need to roll.
What
never mind.
diseases has she gotten over the time?
Wait, does Rovan need a con save?
23.
No, he can't smell.
He's a construct anyway.
Wait, does Gryffindor smell?
You don't got
I'm
face.
curious.
Garmador
He doesn't have a
does not-
nose.
He does not have a nose.
I'm just curious. Sorry. I got a 22.
22, natural 20 from Dwendal.
23.
23 from May.
15.
15 from Nyla. Okay, anyone who got below an 18 feels very nauseous. Very nauseous. It's bad.
Keep trying to
It
become
is-
friends with this guy.
It is bad. And what's even worse is this general immediately turns and hurls.
Just looks at the bag of holding, looks at the head. I'm like,
No.
He's still wearing his glasses, like the decapitated head still has the glasses on. You know, all.
No, I took the glasses separately.
Oh,
They
you
fell off of
did?
him. Yeah, and I took them separately.
thought I
You
grabbed
just
them.
took the
Alright.
head.
I thought we were trying to keep the background cold. Ugh.
We
No.
tried.
Nobody
started
has a
getting
bag of
warm.
chilling.
Or preservation.
Actually, I found it. I did have a preservation spell. I just forgot I had it. Too late.
It's
Wow.
just.
Let's see.
ugh.
Next time we have a
I
decapitated
hope
head.
Dwendal's not rubbing his face.
It's just like new con save.
Yeah,
Round.
it's bad.
23.
You're making that one at dis because you have directly touched your face with this disgusting.
Is this considered a poison?
Not yet.
Oh, so if we keep it, we can make it into a poison?
You're
Just
not
fling it at
entirely
people?
certain what you could make it into, but it. You know how when meat spoils, it does one of two things.
20.
It either gains mold or it does that almost like gelatin ooze from the fat. Yeah, Dwendal, you've got a lot of that on your hands right now that's seeped through the bag from
22.
you squeezing it.
Just-
It's bad. It's really bad. It is
Mel keeps together.
unpleasant.
Just crying softly.
And now you've got it on your face.
Just
What's even better is
thinks clothes in the bag and just starts.
It's on your hands too, though. So.
Yeah, no, so
Oh.
he's trying to clean it.
So-
Dwendal is actually trying to clean himself.
Yeah.
Fine.
Vegetation and
It's
she's
that
trying not to
bad.
hurl.
This is the worst thing that Dwendal has ever smelled, which is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Considering himself, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
However,
it's up there.
the guard, or the general, then kind of, after, turning and having his moment, he then turns back and he's got his hand over his nose. And he's just, so is there a reason you brought whatever that is with you?
It was supposed to be proof, but I think it's gone past the point of being proof.
It's the beast. Beast maker. Sorry.
I see. Okay.
He turned into this whole dragon thing, and we had to fight him, and then he made that one. She points to Odile, attack us, and it was awful.
I
but
want a bath.
we did it.
Oh gosh.
We did it.
I
Nyla's
see.
helping him.
Huh. Well, if that's the case. If that's the case. Where will you all be staying?
We have not figured that
Where
out yet.
we stayed somewhere before. Where's my notes? I wrote down the name of it. Where's my bag?
I want to say the Broken Arrow, but that could definitely be something else.
Is there any
We,
place
we
that has
just
a bath?
we just
I
got
want
here,
to splurge.
so we don't know.
Just Dwendal. Is there a place where I can splurge? I need to clean myself. I can't. The words are hard. Clean this filth.
Hold still, bud. I'm
If
working
I'm
on
not
it.
mistaken, it's called the Archer's Folly.
Broken Arrow, Archer's Folly, same difference.
If I'm not mistaken. With the Wood Elf?
I'm willing to spend a gold tonight for myself.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're wanting somewhere nice, you'll probably have to go to the upper district. We have one here in the merchants district, but it's pretty much the tourist center. It's most commonly used. If you all are planning on staying in an upper class place of rest, please feel free to, and this is my own personal opinion, you could easily check out the Fairy's Wings in the upper district.
Looks to Odile.
All heads turned to her.
Yep.
Why are you guys looking at me? He's the one talking.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a great plan, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me? I'm going to sleep in the cart. Stop looking at me.
Now turns back to look at her.
No, I said stop.
Looks at Dwendal. You think we'd get a discount?
I'm thinking that is my exact thought exactly. Yes.
I think I might need somewhere else to be.
Is my exact thought.
If you all plan on staying there, then we can move your reward there, because with the sightings recently, we have decided to scatter a bit of our gold throughout the city through different vaults and safes to make sure that we don't have enough conglomerated in one place to attract said dragon.
Oh, that's good. Actually,
Alright.
that's smart. Starts sinking the flaming breath. And now we're screwed there anyways, but...
So, if
So-
you
so-
all are willing, it will take us about 2 days to get the total amount necessary
2
and then
days?
moved. We don't
How
have a
much?
whole lot of extra hands.
How much gold are we talking here?
The same amount that I told you the first time. 150 alive, 100 dead, if I'm not mistaken.
You said 500 alive, 200 dead.
Yep. Or 250.
Takes 2 days to move that much gold.
So 1, 2,
Starts
3,
thinking,
4.
yeah, no, this
So
actually makes
that's
a lot more sense.
800 pieces of gold. If that's for each person. If it's just straight, then it's only 200.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about each person. That was just 250.
No,
Straight.
it's 50 gold
Yeah.
each. Which is still a lot of gold. For what we had to deal with, probably not, but...
Seems like less after coming back from the castle's vaults, though.
Yeah.
But okay.
Anybody say second run?
But with the lack of extra hands that we have due to security having to be heightened, it's going to take us about 2 days, and that's with alternating shifts of the guards moving. So, if you all are willing to, you can wait the 2 days, or we can hold it until your next visit to Krows. It's up to you all.
For what we had to deal with out in the woods, I'm perfectly fine spending 2 days here.
Alright, it was 2 days. I don't know if I want to wait much longer than that, but
I'd prefer not.
I could probably get 1 sheet of metal onto the... I can probably get 1 mold done on the wagon.
I can hopefully get real fun done.
Ow.
Great. Does this sound like a plan, everybody?
works for me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Are we cleared now?
Cleared of what?
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's a genuine look of confusion on his face as he just... Should I know about something?
The whole dog ordeal. Big dogs ordeal.
Oh. With
You
a little bit
said-
of looking, we have looked into the lycanthropy. You all are scot-free. For now. Try to stay out of trouble. And you,
Nyla.
and he points directly at Dwendal, stay away from any bars.
We both know I can't promise that, but I promise not to drink to the point of intoxication.
His eyes just narrow as his finger continues to stay pointed.
Also, I bought you a scotch from the other place around as a gift. An apology.
He looks at the bottle, then looks to Dwendal. If I hear anything of you causing problems because of alcohol, I am not going to assume that my guards are lying. Are we clear?
I can do that.
He then slowly leans back into his chair as he just continues to stare at Dwendal.
I know this is a very sensible topic, but this is one of the nearest towns to home. Do you know any dealer in flaming broth? Someone kind of burnt mine.
Not sure he's the person to ask about this, especially after what he just told you.
You dwarves barely leave your mountain as it is. I would be lucky to know anyone from Flemenbroth. If they're anything like you, I'm lucky to not know them.
Talking about the ale.
May's just gonna be snickering over in the
Even if
corner.
I did know of anybody within the city, considering what had happened last time, no. I have no idea of any ale of any kind within the city.
I will get some eventually, even if we have to go back home. That's the hard part. I'm letting. I'll be fine probably to go in. It's gonna probably give me repercussions, but for you guys, that'll be fun.
It's just tugging on Nyla's cloak and just going,
Hi.
We're supposed to talk about something else too.
guards. Hey, Garmador.
So first, want to give you this seal. Was told to tell you about how things are going in Crestia right now. That the damage, the wall's pretty damaged, but overall everyone's rallying pretty well. And we met Hallian, and he gave us this seal as we were crossing paths. And he wanted to let you all know that they were doing well and they were on their way there still.
Well, with your group, as he glances to Dwendal again, mostly being bad news, I am glad that that's some good news that has come out of this.
Me too. It's nice to share the good news every once in a while.
Well, for the bad news.
We're also supposed to talk about Garmador.
Yeah.
Apparently you're supposed to give us a debriefing about him or something.
I swear we'll keep
Garmador.
the hold. Show him the flower.
I'm assuming Garmador's just sitting on my shoulder again at this point.
Yeah.
This guy.
You're not drinking, I swear.
I had just assumed that you had some kind of new decor for your outfit.
No, this is Garmador. You can say hi to him.
Hello.
Garmador says hello.
You just see the guard captain just kind of... The thing is talking.
Yeah, he does that a lot. In fact, he was really quiet. Good job on the stealth, buddy.
That thing is talking. Garmador talks! Garmador, guardian of the giant!
We're the giants, in case you weren't sure.
I could assume.
Yeah.
Is he a familiar? Or is,
I don't know, buddy.
Are you dandelion?
Magic flower.
We found him in the woods.
you know what? I don't want to know anything else.
Sum it all up. Faye.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
We signed a whatever that was and paid gold for it.
A permit?
Let's bring it up. Yeah, a permit.
Wonderful. Okay. He then seems to dig through one of his drawers and then sets a piece of paper on the table. Take that. Keep it on you. Get whatever that, as he points at Garmador, that is. And stay out of trouble.
We've had a talk. It should be fine now.
Should be and will be are very different things.
You're not gonna attack anyone else, right?
Garmador, guardian of the giants, shall guard the giants after being told which ones to attack.
See?
And the guard just kind of... I hope you're not sicking him on civilians.
No. In fact, we're quite the opposite.
Mm.
We're working on it, but he's doing better.
I know.
Garmador,
Thank you.
guardian of the giants, is a good boy.
Yes, he is. He's such a good boy.
Okay, but that
I heard
deserves a
Mr.
reward.
Dwendal talking to the goats like that. What is a good boy?
You all are more
You
trouble than
are.
you're worth.
Ye- questionable. One last thing. I'm willing to pay for information. Do you know anyone with the family name of Lionheart?
Roll a d100.
Because one,
Wendell
this
says
is
that.
this is
Odd.
an elf.
I just quickly
If
glances
anyone
and
is going to know,
looks back.
it is an elf.
He is right.
88.
Because this guard is a high elf. I did mention that the last time you all had met him. So,
with very golden, pretty hair.
you rolled a what?
88.
Alright, pick highs or lows.
Highs.
He looks at you. He kind of glances about as if he's thinking. While studying to be one of the head guards, I remember a history book of kingdoms within the world. The Lionheart family has been dead for some time. Their kingdom ransacked, if I remember correctly. Why are you looking for a Lionheart?
No particular reason. Just something we wanted to study because we found ruins while we were up there. And it had a lot of lion symbols on them.
I would like a deception check from Odile.
Oh.
Because you are hiding the true intent.
I was about to be dead up, straight up honest. Get this, Dwendal. He don't lie, so he's like, he doesn't know better.
We
Yeah,
have
you
a
know
ghost friend.
I am a god. I do not lie.
Sweet. Okay, make it a okay.
I need you to lie.
So,
That's a liar.
That's a 17.
Ooh.
Not bad for odd.
Okay. I'm not sure of any current Lionhearts. However, I do remember... And he kind of pauses for a moment as he's trying... It looks like he's trying to remember something. And he just kind of...
It was like 200 years ago, buddy, so... Mad.
If I remember correctly, there was information saying that one of the Lionheart family was taking a trip to the south, seemingly to buy gemstones for a gift. The south, of course, being well known for their gemstones due to the climate down there. That's really all I can remember. Other than the horrible ending that family had.
There was a lot of skeletons.
Do you have any suggestions of where we might be able to go to get more information?
Sadly, with it being information on a royal family, it's going to be difficult to get any information out of normal people. Your best bet are very well-studied historians, and if it has information dealing with royals, normally it is locked away in some of the more important libraries, like the ones in Freyant itself. Due to the fact that it is possibly damning information. Every noble and royal family has bad blood somewhere, and it doesn't always look great on the rest of the family. So finding information is always difficult when it comes to royal. But as I said, there should be traveling historians or even information locked away that you could possibly get to with proper paperwork, fees. Hell, if you had some kind of way of showing that you were related to them somehow even. We've had a few ex-royal families come forward before that, of course, wanted information on their own family, lost family members, so on and so forth, that wanted to learn more about their recently learned history, that kind of thing. But without much else like that, it's very difficult to get information. Not impossible, but difficult.
Okay.
Alrighty.
This is me as a player speaking. How hard do you think it would be to convince everybody, like train Nyla on pretending to be a Lionheart?
Elf.
Well, she's half elf.
Disguise self.
Elf.
Disguise
Oh.
self spell.
There is
Well,
inbreeding.
Yeah, I'll do.
Not inbreeding, but
All she has to really do is shrink her
racial.
ears, make her hair red, and give herself the little birthwork. That's it.
I also already have like a makeup and disguise kit or something, or proficiency in it, or something like that because I'm a bard.
As a guard experience, I think we would first rub it. It's like, okay, let's see if it's real. Nope.
Yeah, it's true. It's been several generations, so something.
It's been several generations, so
It's
She could
because
very well.
looking at Eddie, it was very clear, and through the vision as well, it was very clear that the Lionheart family was actually human. So a number of generations would have passed by now.
Should I try it?
Not yet, but
Think
we
about
have
it
to
later.
discuss it as characters.
But imagine all the chaos that would go down if I just tried it on the spot here. That'd be really funny. Although, could I? I'm trying to remember, because I read and asked questions both about the blood gem, like history stuff, and about various royal families. Would I know from that if the timelines would match up between either of the blood gems being found and the Lionheart who went down south looking for gems or jewels or whatever you said it was?
It would have.
It would match up?
Something big's going on. And we have a
Uh-huh.
dragon out in the world. So much to do. A little
So
time.
little time.
That's amazing. I love that.
So,
I don't know what to do with it
thank
yet.
you for the information. He's going to put a platinum piece down.
Okay. You watch as the
First,
guard kind of stares at it, looks at Dwendal, looks back to the platinum piece. That's not real.
Tested.
You're saying that you're going to give me a platinum piece for that?
Or would you rather have gold?
Can you get change?
It's
or something
also
like
it's also kind of somewhat of an apology from the problems we caused.
He then
As well.
reaches out and grabs the platinum piece, staring at Dwendal before quietly placing it into his desk drawer.
Before we go, has there been any other word on any other cities seeing the dragon at all? Any news?
Freyant.
Oof.
The capital city was besieged. However, it seems that Queen Swain has deterred its attacks for now.
Some
Okay.
legendary heroes when you need them.
Thank you. That's all.
If that is all, then you all may leave. I have gold to gather, as well as other things to do with a dragon in the world.
Did you want to keep the skull?
No.
Can we burn it, please? We're burning this. We are burning this.
No, May's gonna grab it and
Please
A
do
bag
not.
holding.
Please do not burn it within 100 yards of this place.
Yeah.
Nyla, to the library we go.
Okay.
Please do not tell me that I'm going to have to send guards to the library while you are carrying around a head.
Is the library even open right now?
You want to write a note and just notarize it that it's okay that we have this?
I'm
Get
not
into
going
it.
to give your group permission to walk around with a head.
Here you go,
And do you want to keep
Kayla.
it?
Here you go, Kayla. I'm just going to the fairy's wing, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Bye. Come on, Odd. Let's go.
Oh,
I can either
Coming.
leave this here, or we can go with it and get in trouble for it later, and you'll have to see us again. Which one do you want?
Odds God, she's already followed Dwendal down the
We're
stairs.
like, nope, I'm not doing this. Nope, no. I am going to relax.
And if I leave the head, I'm taking my sack with me.
Oh,
So,
he has handed the head back to Kiv.
Yeah.
And is visibly wiping his hands with a cloth.
Burn it. Do something with it. I don't care, but I'm not giving you permission to walk around with a severed head that is rotting.
very well, then I will see you later.
Oh. I don't know if there's a better response. Oh gosh. That's wow.
As you all leave, Mira's just atop the roof, her legs swinging back and forth as she watches you all leave. Seems I may have some more fun later.
Oh,
That's not right.
wait, there he is. Okay.
Before simply disappearing once again.
What? You cut out for a minute. The last thing we heard was Miro sitting on top of the roof, watching us. That was
Yeah,
it.
she's swinging her feet, and
Yeah, she's swinging her feet, watching you all leave. And all that can be heard is, seems I may have some fun later. And she simply disappears.
I find Kiv. No. Fairy swing. At least that's where I'm going. Odd could follow if she wished. Correction. That's where the carriage is going. If people like it or not.
Meet you
Go to
back
the
there
library
later.
Whether or not it's open, apparently.
The pretty tiefling librarian.
So-
Somebody go back there.
Wasn't that the first town?
Oh yeah, was that?
This was Krows.
Wait,
That was the first town we met in.
No.
no, I think it
You-
might have been.
this is
No,
Krows
you
is
met
second town.
Odd
No.
and Crows.
Yeah,
You-
because
you meant Dwendal on the way to Krows. Odd
Because-
at Krows.
Library was at 10, I think.
no, because we
We were introduced in the same episode. That was fun.
mhm. We because
One
Nyla
episode
went to the
apart.
library, and I remember because May was trying to find you guys, and she was drawing pictures of you all, and she drew a picture of the librarian. I remember that specifically.
I'll have to go back to my notes.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not remember this.
Yes.
I'll just follow Dwindle for now. I'll go to the library tomorrow, the next day, the morning.
Okay. I need to figure out how to strip this skull of all the rotten flesh.
I mean, you could just dip it in sulfur.
We, at least,
I don't
we
know.
went to a bookstore in town at least.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the whole. I'm trying to figure out how to remove all of this flesh from this skull.
I want it. I want the skull, but I
Well.
don't know how to remove.
Clearly.
Maybe we should go. Yeah, maybe far away from mom before we do this. Acid? Maybe?
Maybe.
We're definitely just having this conversation as we're walking down the street. Just
Yeah.
in case that's relevant.
I
Yeah,
want to
that-
hear this.
That'd be pretty relevant.
Because it's like a mutated skull, right? Because he turned into this dragon thing.
I mean, I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
I was less dragon and more demonic than dragon.
That's a
but,
little monarch.
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's what Yeah. I just know he's weird looking. He's a little
Yeah.
fun.
He's a little funky.
Mm.
More than a little funky now. But, you know.
Really funky now.
What if I use like my invisible blades to like scrape off some of the really gross stuff?
Would you use prestidigitation on it?
Oh no 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 no! Oh no! That's an image right there.
I can clean or soil an object a little bit at a time, maybe. And granted, it depends on how.
How does
That
that
or
spell work?
fire. Tiny bit of fire, tiny bit of cleaning at a time.
I don't know how to spell that. That's not happening.
Oh, do you summon the spell? Oh,
I found it. Okay, I'll just look it up here. This spell is a minor magical trick that now the spellcasters use for practice. Create one of the following magical effects. No larger than 1 cubic foot. Well, I don't think it's a foot long, right?
I strangely don't know what to know the answer to that.
This is happening.
Apparently, buddy. Apparently.
I mean, it's definitely a DM ruling, but you've let me like really slowly clean up larger things in the past.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take a while, even if I can.
It's officially an object.
Well, with that disgusting image in mind, and Odile and Dwendal making their way to the fairy's wing, that's where we're gonna call this episode of the Journey of Grandiasha.
Pod and Dwindle yet again. Oh. Not dealing with those two.
No, they're doing some nasty stuff. Evil stuff.
Nonetheless,
It's fine. I wouldn't want to deal with me either.
It's just travel seems to find you two.
with
We find
help
it.
it out. We help it out a lot.
with our wonderful players making their way, once again splitting the party. One going to the upper district, one set going to the upper district, the other trying to find a library nearby. The group finds themselves now within the city of Krows' walls, after learning more about the Lionheart family, about Freyant's attack, about their wait for their prize to come, their reward being gathered,
Gold. Let's go.
and with a little bit of time to burn, this episode of the Journey of Grandiasha comes to an end. So, a little bit of whispers. What's all on your minds? How did this go? How are y'all excited to be back? How are y'all feeling?
Yes.
Very excited to be back.
We're in a
Also,
city again.
Gross. Yes. Thank God we're back in the city.
I can make my wagon better. That's all that matters, really. It's just if we can get the forge operational, I think that's the main thing we need to do here. Me and Odd get the forge ready and go. We can work on the road.
Oh,
One wants to get
absolutely
Rovan done. Like, she spent it cost her 2 days to do the stuff, but she only actually did 1 day. The other day she was out cold. So she actually lost.
Mm.
Yep. So no, she's getting those wings done. And then she'll help you with the forge.
A flying turtle.
Okay.
flying.
A
turtle.
flying fox turtle. To be
My mind is just.
Let's just call it a dragon turtle and be happy with it.
Someone told Odile about box turtles and she misheard.
Mm-mm. That's quite funny.
But if that is all, thank you all for coming with us on this episode's journey of Grandiasha. And this episode of the journey of Krows, it seems.
Mm.
Thank you all for joining us here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We do hope to see you next time. And remember, follow the fireflies. You never know what stories they may have to tell. We're going to see you all next time, so we'll keep the campfire roaring for you. Goodbye, everybody, and good night.